Just a 2-shot first, Ed. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
You know what time it is?
Boom shakalaka! Yes!
Whoa.
Welcome.
Yes.
It is the weekend. We're here. We're live. So whatever you say, you can't take it back.
There you go.
Welcome to the best show on the internet. And today
Yes.
we have some great guests today for you, Shaviva. Who do we have?
We have Reverend Lawrence E. Marshall of Payne
Yes.
AME Church, and we also have Ms. Miriam Tyson. So we got a lot of great things that we're going to be talking about today. We've got great guests, and hey, it's a good day. Good day to be alive.
Great day. Because there's always something good happening on the North End.
And everywhere else.
Right,
You
and
know
what
it.
great representatives from two of the oldest black churches in Waterloo, Iowa. So we're going to have some great representation, let you know what's going on the North End in our church category.
All right.
Okay. All right, and for our Give It Air, we'll be talking about Duke Ellington's take on racism and how he chose to approach it.
Yep, and for our talking point, we are going to be talking about the happiness in your life depends on the quality of your thoughts.
So our guests can kind of roll that around in their minds while we're introducing our shout out to our special frequent viewers, Shaviva.
That's right. Gabby DeWitt, Joy Salas, Velveeta Roberson, and Derek Holmes.
Glenda Mabry, Kathy Mahoney, Peggy Pastone, our favorite, and John Grundy. Of course, Amy Cass, who keeps track of everything.
Yes, and puts those links in for people to follow in the comments. Thank you so much. We love you.
Yes, and be sure to like our North End Update page today. So here's the deal. If you've been getting the invitation to like our North End Update page and you've been ignoring it, it could be trouble.
Oh, okay.
Because you won't even be signed up for any of the gifts. And we do give away things just
right.
for fun. So if you like or love something, then you just might be qualified. So make sure you pay attention to what's going on.
All right. Okay, and again, inbox us Happy Holidays on the Rocky and Shaviva page or the North End Update page to receive a copy of In Due Time, or post Happy Holidays in the comments for your name to go into a drawing for a $50 gift certificate from Sparklot.
That's our grand, prize drawing, the $50 gift certificate. And I was at Sparklot yesterday, and it was amazing. Caleb,
right.
have you been to Sparklot?
No, I have not.
You need to go.
I need to.
Okay. And you
Amy
have
Cass
comments?
and Robert Tyson say Happy Holidays.
All right.
Okay.
We got some fans out there. That's your husband out
Okay.
there. Okay.
All right.
All right. We have breaking news, Shaviva, and
Whoa.
it's just in.
Okay.
We have a new State of the City address that's posted on our wall from yesterday, and we have a new logo and a new flag.
For the city, yep, there it is.
Oh, look at that logo.
Yes. Thank you so much, Agnes.
It
Yeah.
looks like we're just going somewhere. It looks like the W starts down here, then it goes up, then it goes like, I'm out of here. We're just going to expand and get big.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. All right.
And you know, last night, did you watch the State of the City?
No, I
What
did
were you
not.
doing, Shaviva?
I was probably asleep.
Because Kanisha Davis sang that song. Do you hear me?
You told me about that.
Girl,
Yes.
I'm telling you, she hit that note. Because you know how you always wait to make sure they don't, that one note that goes up. I was hoping, but she's got that beautiful alto voice. And she sang that song.
All
Honor
right,
Guard
then.
was amazing. Everybody and the mayor really expounded on all the things that are going on. Just great. You need to watch it. It's on our
Okay.
wall.
Yes, absolutely. I could use good news.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Newsflash, birthday people. Please be sure to stick around for your shout out and birthday song. You know how we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, he's a preacher, but is he a singing preacher?
I guess we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to introduce our wonderful guest. And
Yes.
I sure hope you can sing. We like to have fun. We hope you know. And we like to welcome you both to our wonderful set. Welcome Miriam, ladies first.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And Pastor.
Thank you for having me.
You bet, you bet. Well, it's such a pleasure to have you both on the show. And what we like to do is talk to our guests when they first show up about, and I get to sing this. I hope you like it. Soul Town.
Oh my goodness, where is that going?
I was chilling in it.
So yes, the Soul Town Shaviva.
Yes, there's a new edition out right now, but right now this one that's talking about thankful, grateful, and blessed. It came out over the holiday season. Well written, well produced, beautiful piece of beautiful magazine for you to review with so many different things. There's opinions, there's recipes, there's news, just great things. All from the Soul Town.
That's right.
Yes.
And this is the best part. Hello, did you know this was in the Soul Town?
I did not.
Yes.
Shame on me.
I know, right?
That is beautiful.
Tink you.
It must
just
be.
happens to be.
Mr. Derek.
Yes.
That's my guy.
There you go.
But I was talking about the picture up top.
Right, like this picture. Just in case you didn't
Oh,
see anything.
Yeah.
If you get your digital copy, you can actually press play and see the fine pastor and the beautiful Miriam on the digital copy.
But can I just give my friend Derek a shout out?
Oh, you
Absolutely.
know.
I am wearing
Oh.
a banneker that was given to me by my good friend Derek. And you guys should get a very
Get it
close
You
up
trying to get
on.
right. Yeah,
So there it is. Wait, how'd I do it? Wait, this way. There it is.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
It's a beautiful
is.
one.
It's just because I don't sing,
Oh, you know.
but I can preach my boots off.
Okay.
All right.
And my friend said, I'm going to give you this watch because of the work that you do and you've been doing in the Waterloo and the Cedar Valley communities.
Well,
So
that
shout
is
out to
so
my friend, Brother Derek.
Yes,
Thank you so
shout
much,
out
brother.
to Derek. What more can we say, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for that, for sure. And get your copy of the Soul Town, and you can see what Derek Holmes has to say, as well as watch this show
Yes.
at thesoultownmagazine.com.
.com. That's right.
All righty. So then we got to talk about Megan from Waterloo Shaviva. She emails us. We have to sort through the emails quite often, and this one particularly wants to know. You're not even on Facebook because I searched you.
Yeah, I don't do social media.
You don't do so.
Okay.
Nah.
I appreciate that. 'Cause we're on it so much till I wish I didn't sometimes. But Megan, what did she say?
She
Shaviva?
said, I read a lot of your Facebook posts. Why do you love everything? Well,
You do Facebook.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. You
you
notice there's not a picture on there.
Right. Some people just aren't picture people. What do you think about it, Shaviva?
Well, when they gave the love option, it used to just be, like or laugh or sad or, when you put the love option, hey, life is love. Why not?
That's right.
I love it.
That's how I kind of look at it. It's like after they gave us that love option, I couldn't like anything else because if I love her post, then I go and like your post.
You say,
You'll be
yeah.
like, what's wrong with my post?
Right.
Right.
Right. I'm glad they don't have a hate post on there.
Right. Oh my goodness. They have that
Yeah.
angry one. I don't like that one. But anyway, Megan, we hope that answers your question. It's so easy to love. So why not?
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
So yeah. All right. Thank you for emailing us. And remember, we want to hear from you. So if you have any questions or just concerns or comments, show ideas, email us
Yes.
at northendupdate@gmail.com.
Suggestions for guests, we're open to all of that. So by all means.
Right. Okay. So we have a talking point today, and our talking point today, Shaviva, is what?
Our talking point today is the happiness in your life depends on the quality of your thoughts.
All right.
Isn't that sort of like, as a man thinks, so is he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you guys apply that or talk about how that works in your world or your life? Because we can get overwhelmed with what's going on in the world, and that can dominate our thoughts. And of course,
Sure. Thank you. It is so important that we, as people, as a generation, present, past, and future, we stop and to think about, one, the things that we've experienced. It helps to shape who we are as individuals. And when we put time and I'll say research because I'm a learned and research individual, when we do the effort and the work to be a better human being, it always starts in our mind.
right.
The thought of, I want to go to school, your mind. And then I tell my congregation, when your mind and your heart partners up, it then gives the fuel to run the train, if you will, if I can use that as an analogy.
Sure.
Or it gives the shooter, if we were talking about basketball, the extra jump for his or her layup or a three-pointer. It's so important for, look at what we've gone through, and some of us still, as it relates to COVID-19, the impact that has had on our people, all people, communities,
Sure.
So we've been through so much in life. We need the time to stop, to breathe, and to think.
And that's the engine.
And that's the engine. And when we keep happy thoughts, when we keep positive things in our lives, starting with people, things that we watch, things that we read, people, the company that we keep, that's what makes a better spirit, a better human, and a better community.
Wow, I love it. Now you can't. That's a sermon.
I know.
what do you
I'm so accustomed to listening to him.
I know. He has one of those rhythmic voices you can just listen to for
Thank
a
you,
while.
Dr. Tyson. You're so
Yes.
sweet.
I'm at Antioch. He's in Payne, and we started working together in Cedar Valley Faces of Excellence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm accustomed to listening to it.
Yes, and how long have you been in the community?
I am entering into my 14th month.
Okay.
I'm thankful to be here. As Dr. Tyson said, she gave me the opportunity to work with the Cedar Valley of Excellence, and I'm also an educator, retired educator. 14 years in the classroom, 4 years as assistant principal in Chicago. And so Dr. Tyson was so gracious unto me and to allow me to come and work with her group, and we had a great opportunity to build the lives of our young people. So yes, she has heard this wonderful melodic voice of mine.
Okay. You can't sing, but you can
I
talk.
sure can't sing, but I can talk.
Miriam, talk about how does positivity affect you in your life daily, and how do you, contribute to your daily activities with positive thoughts, or do you? Do you
Sometimes I do, but first off for me, it's my belief in God. And so that faith really determines what I do. And I have been fortunate enough that just about everything I've done in my life are things that I wanted to do. And I say if I'm not having fun, I don't do it. So I do that.
There.
And I have a wonderful husband.
Okay.
Y'all
Shout
know
out.
about
Yes,
Robert.
We can't leave him out because he's a big force.
He's
Yes.
a huge part of my life because he's very supportive. I like doing things in the community. I've always learned that you need to make sure that you better where you are at in your community, or I should say leave it better than how you found it.
Yes.
And so I've been able to do a lot of that. So for the most
You
part,
certainly
I'm
have.
always happy.
Yes,
So-
yes. I remember you back in the union days making a difference there
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. So.
That was fun.
Yes.
Advocating for others, yes.
Now you really put the pressure on us. She says she only does things that are fun, so we got to be fun. Are we being
Yes.
fun? Or how are we doing so far?
Doing pretty good.
All right. Well, today should be where we have a give it air subject.
Yes, absolutely. And it's brought to you by UNI Educational Opportunity Center. The next level of your education should start right there.
That's right. And
Yes.
today on Forgive It Air with Duke Ellington in our subject today, we kind of been talking about him. We talked about him with Jordan Bancroft just in our pre-boom. And we're going to talk about his take on racism and how he chose to approach it.
Sure.
Because in our Give It Air segment, sometimes we talk about some of those hard subjects that don't get discussed so much, but need to have. And we have a little bit of a platform here, so we like to kind of bring up other people's views and maybe just give it a little air. So, and I know Shaviva, so it's so funny. We have a meeting that lasts 2 hours to prepare for this show every
Yep.
day.
Yep.
And we
talk
had
about
to-
everything but this show.
No, we end up talking about solving all the world problems, and we still don't have our notes right.
Right.
But today, I did read that Duke Ellington said, and he's quoted as saying, rhythm is, in his view, rhythm is the result. Wow, this is a big statement. He said that rhythm is a result of the transplanting of his feet, his people's feet, from another soil and coming here. So basically what I think he was saying is that, what was it Paul? I don't want to misquote the Bible, but whatever condition you're in, you learn to be happy. You know,
Yes.
and I think that can be said true about a lot of African Americans, because being transplanted,
Yes.
how in the world do you find rhythm, or you bring it? It's in you.
You
So
put your stamp on
you put your
whatever
stamp.
experience that you're exposed to.
Yeah.
Right. So I just thought that was interesting, and that was his take on racism.
Sure.
So, yeah, so we just wanted to give that a little air. You can comment it on it, or we could just let that be like that. So we can keep it moving, but that was what he said, and we wanted to give that a little air.
That's right.
All right, now we get to our questions for the guests. I know you never thought we'd get there. Miriam, ladies first. Shaviva, what do you have for Miriam?
Well, I would like just talk a little bit about your feelings about the upcoming performance. Jordan mentioned some things in the pre-show, but just what sort of impact that has as far as this performance being right in the community.
Well, I'm really happy about it. I'm fortunate enough to serve under a pastor who is very creative and forward-thinking. And so we were having a discussion one day about things that we could be doing at the church, and he takes a community focus in just about everything he does. And so we just said, hey, he said, I'd like to have the symphony come to Antioch. And I didn't say anything right away. I just thought about it, and I started making the phone calls.
Well, that's great. And your pastor's name, you might want to mention his name, and we want to we gave you the proper introduction, but Miriam Tyson representing Antioch
Yes.
today.
So my pastor's name is Charles J. Daniel,
All right.
and he's our senior pastor. And so we just talk about a lot of different activities that we wanted to do. And so I called Rich Freevert from the symphony and told him what we were thinking about. And he came over, and that's how it got started. And then he left, and we are blessed now with Jordan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
enjoy working with Jordan and the team, and I'm really excited about Sunday because I think we want to see our children get exposed to arts and culture. And Pastor Daniels wanted to bring that to the East Side. We have had some of that, but it's always good to have more. And
Yes,
so
well, good.
we're enjoying this collaboration.
And that's Sunday. And if you're watching this next week on MediaCom, this will already be done. But we just wanted to talk about this, and Agnes has the flyer up there for everyone to see that it's going to be a great program. Okay. Now talk about what do you do at Antioch? Do you hold an office, or tell us about your church?
Well, my church has been around since 1912, and in 1913 it was formally established.
Okay.
And I have been a part of Antioch since well, I won't go back too far.
Okay, don't go too far.
In the 70s, and I am a member, and I believe that each member has the responsibility to contribute to the betterment of the church, as Paul would have it. And so I volunteer, and I work on a lot of external projects for the church.
Well, great. We know Antioch is one of the, I don't know which one is the oldest or how long we're hoping to hear about your church.
We fight and banter back and forth. I mean, historically, if you look at the record, before Payne was called Payne, it was Bass AME Church, which was established at 1811, which is earlier than 19 whatever Dr. Tyson said. But I love Antioch.
Of course.
Antioch love Payne. We are family.
Yes.
And whatever we can do to build community, we're all for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know that the Baptist, denomination, and the AME
Methodist. Yep.
have African Methodist Episcopal are different denominations, but and worship differently a little bit, and just so respected, both of the churches. And I think it's such an honor to have both of you guys here representing, and hopefully Pastor Daniels can come another day as well.
Yes.
But so we wanted to talk to you, because you are, like I said, the new kid on the block at Payne. Tell us how your experience has been, and what do you want our viewers to know today about?
Sure. Well, again, thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to be here in Waterloo. It has been, and I'm going to be very honest and transparent, it has been what I say, an uphill journey. Every place you go, you have to learn the community. You have to learn the people. You have to learn the struggles of the people. That's the only way you can know how to be very impactful, efficient in the things that needs to be done. We're at Payne, our focus, as Dr. Tyson said about Antioch, community first. The church was built to help others.
Yes.
And that's our mission. I don't want to go through the historical background of Bishop Allen and the purpose of why he established our faith and our denomination, but when you look at the core of who we are as a people, it was about building community relationship, first for the people of color, right?
Yes.
And then it expanded to all people. Here's what I like to say. When I leave this place, this earth, I understand that in my faith, I'm going to heaven. And I understand that in heaven is just not black people. Heaven is a place for all. So if we can't get together here, all kinds, from every walk of life, I don't think we'll do well in heaven.
Not at all. Not at all.
And so that's what I preach. That's what I teach, and that's the life that I try to live before the constituents here in Waterloo and the Cedar Valley community. We've done so much work in these 14 months at Payne. I'm not going to go into all the details because I don't want to give all of my secrets away.
Okay.
But what I will say is
just give
just
one
a
away.
little.
Give one secret away so we can say it was exclusive right here.
So exclusive right here.
Okay.
We established and have fed over 2,000 people in our free community meal program.
Oh,
Wow.
that is to be commended
Thank
and
you so
applauded.
much.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
And that is housed at on our campus at 1044 Mobile Street in Waterloo, Iowa. That takes place every Friday from 5:30 to 6:45 p.m.
Well, you see, who knew that? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And
That's
also,
wonderful.
we heard that one of the members of the community said, well, Pastor, I'm not able to get there. So I said, hey, team, we need to create a mobile ministry. And so we created a mobile ministry. So if they can't come to us, we will take the food to them.
Wow, how amazing.
Again, The gospel tells us, Jesus himself says, we are the disciples and we are to go out into the world, teaching, baptizing, compelling men to come unto him. And I want to dispel the notion of being an institution. Because you don't have to be in the church. And I know this is weird because I am the pastor.
Okay.
And we want you to come in the building.
Want you to be in the building.
Sometimes the relationships start out of the building.
That's right.
And once you build and have a trusting relationship, they'll find their way into the building. But can I say this as I close?
Please do.
And I'm a preacher, so I get to
I
close
know,
5
I
times.
can listen to you talk. Yes. Just go ahead,
Here's
preach.
where the relationship starts. It starts in the heart.
Yes.
And if the people can feel what you're doing is genuine, sincere, and real, they'll come into the building. So I'm thankful for the things that we've been able to do. I'm thankful that we've been able to give over $7,000 away to non-members to help assist them with rental assistance, food disparity, and so on and so on. Right. So I am focused on community. I'm community-minded, and I believe that we are making the difference.
All right.
All right.
Well, great. It's so great to have you here.
Thank
and,
you.
You know, the buildings themselves. I mean, I know the church is out here, but those buildings, and I grew up in Payne.
Okay.
And so that first row, right past the mother's seat over on the right-hand
On the right side,
I used
yeah.
to sit behind Aunt Clister or somebody behind me be pulling my pigtails. I just have so many memories of Payne. And then my
Sure.
grandfather, our Hickey family started at Antioch, and he
Wow.
lived right
Wow.
behind the Antioch. Shaviva has done paintings of Reverend Bass for Payne, I think, and has
Yes.
a couple of portraits. So,
Wow.
yeah, the community, the church in the Black community
Sure,
is so important.
sure, I agree. You guys, this table, there's so much history here. I didn't know you were a Payneite.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to know that I'll be getting your conference claim soon. So that we can continue the work in the community.
I won't mention how long ago I was a little girl, but
What, was about 2 years ago? It looks like?
I'm just past teenagehood.
You know what?
Yeah.
One of my first people that I met in Waterloo
Was me?
yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Remember?
I like that.
I came over to the house with Arlene.
Oh my
My
goodness
sister.
sakes.
You all are
I
friends.
was a teenager then.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How about that? Okay. Well, they're giving us the wrap up sign, so that means it's time for you to sing. You might not sing, but you're gonna sing today. Right.
I just have to make a note.
Okay, make a note.
He talks about all the things he's doing at his church. We're doing the same
Oh,
thing.
he said y'all. He
We're
said you
doing
guys
the
talk-
same thing.
Yes,
Okay, I know.
yes.
And it's so appreciated.
There is no competition in the kingdom of God.
Thank
And I promote Antioch, and Antioch promotes Payne.
Yeah.
Again, what we do is to build people.
That's right. That's
Any
right.
church in our community to build people.
beautiful.
What a fellowship, what a joy divine.
What a friend
Then we have in
That's right.
That is
But
not the
that's-
song. Shame on
not
you,
the
Rocky.
song.
Right. You need to get back. We love our hymns, and a great hymn of our church is "What a Fellowship."
Oh.
What a
What a
joy
joy
divine.
divine.
Oh, yeah.
Hymn number 525.
Okay.
We're not going to sing it today. Maybe next time we come.
Okay.
Learn the words and meet us back here again.
All right. I'm going to study the words.
Yes.
Hopefully
Oh, that's
Siri
fun.
knows them. No, I got a Bible. I got a Bible.
Okay.
Or hymnal.
A hymnal.
Okay. Well, we are going to sing happy birthday. We got Ed tickled over there.
Okay.
Caleb's rolling on the floor, so we're doing well. We have some great birthday people. Pastor, would you mind reading the first column there? And Miriam can read the second one.
Oh,
Oh.
and please forgive me with the name is Karis Roberts.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Karis is
yeah,
a
you
member of
know.
my church.
All
Yeah,
right.
Karis. She's doing very well there at Purdue. Good job, Karis. Robbie Size, Christina Young,
Yes.
Lisa Berry, and
Bumpty.
Bumpty. Happy birthday. And
All right.
DeRay Mosley.
Yes, all right.
Okay, and we have Quentin Richardson II,
Hey.
Carolyn Salas,
Woo, Caroline.
Yes. Yes.
Kendall Helmer,
Yes, my
Gabriel
Kendall.
Ferguson,
Oh,
and
baby
Gloria Galloway.
Yes.
All
yes.
right, Gloria.
Happy birthday to all of our birthday people.
Yes, indeed. Shaviva, and you know, a lot of people, you like the way I introduced the
I
Soul Town.
love
Okay,
it.
well, this is
You might like this a little bit better.
right. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to
Come
be.
on.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya.
Come on now.
Happy birthday to ya.
No.
Happy birthday.
All right. All right. Y'all need a choir director?
Yes, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's been a
Oh, my
wonderful, fun show. Beautiful guests. Visit these churches if you're in town. I'm sure you'll be pleased. Shaviva, we've learned a few things, and we are going to talk about that in a second. But first of all, we got to talk about those upcoming shows, and you don't have them listed.
I
So
told you my
we've
computer
learned-
crashed.
We've learned a few things, and we can never be ashamed of where we come from. That's one thing
That's
I've
right.
learned. Yes.
And one thing I've learned is that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back.
That's right.
Say that.
That's good.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. And thank you, beautiful guests.
Thanks
we loved
again.
it.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. And until next week, we want to encourage you all to keep doing more of what makes you awesome
That's right, like Pastor Marshall and like Dr. Miriam.
because it makes us all look good.
And remember, if it's Friday,
It's Northend Update. All right. See you next
See you
week.
next time.
That was fun.